This is Matt Purland, who's joined us for our last session today. Matt's been cooperating with Lang for many, many years as a teacher,
Oh,
but this is his debut
man.
at Twist, at Twist but Matt is also a material writer, which he's
Mm,
happy to share with other teachers, which you'll be
yeah.
able to have a look at the end of his session. Um, and having lived in Poland for some time now and listening to Polish people speaking English every day, I think it's his mission to improve the way English is spoken here.
Oh,
I think so. Matt believes, I guess, that good pronunciation is the key to being able to express yourself in English. So this session is how Matt does that. What tricks of the trade he's using. Yeah, and I think you'll enjoy it.
okay. Thank you very much, Ella.
Over to you, Matt. I'll stay here because I intend to be Matt's guinea pig for this session because it's
Mm,
going to be
good.
very interactive. I'm happy to do so.
Okay, I'm just sharing my screen here.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Okay, can you see that okay?
Um, yeah, the only thing is that we don't see it in the presentation mode.
No, it's not in presentation mode. It's
Okay. All right.
in writing mode.
Yes, because you intend to write on it. Okay.
Hmm.
It's fine. It's fine then.
Good. Okay. Well, thanks, Ella. It's lovely to be here and making my debut with Twist. So thank you for inviting me. It's really nice to join with you. Hope you've had a good day so far. And we're looking at pronunciation today. Our old favorite. That's the thing we do when we've done all the gap fills, all the reading exercises, or a little bit of role play maybe. We've got time for pronunciation. But what do we do and how do we do it? I'm going to show you how I do it, and maybe you would like to do it like that too. So feel free to chat in the chat. I'll try and read some of it as I go. Um, my topic is well pronounced, well expressed. You know, if you pronounce English well, then you express yourself well. I think it's not controversial to say that. So if you don't pronounce well, then your communication is more limited, right? I'm representing PurlandTraining.com. Today it's my website. You can download a multitude of thousands of free worksheets and also many books, all free and public domain. So let's have a look after the session or during. It's up to you. Anyway, looking at pronunciation, and there are really two strands or two parts of this topic, in my view, in my opinion. First is sentence stress, and second is connected speech. I look at it like, when you read a job application, and it says, these skills are essential and these skills are desirable. So you might not have all the desirable skills. So with sentence stress, I'm going to say that is essential for teachers and for teaching students English pronunciation. Sentence stress, it's a must. We must do this. If we don't have this right, we can make mistakes and miscommunication occurs. Okay. Connected speech is something, it's a little bit more difficult, but it's still um, doable. I think it's possible to learn it. And I would say this is more desirable rather than essential. But some of my students like to learn about this topic and try to implement it, and with success, some of them, but not everybody. But essential and desirable. I'm going to use your sentence. So I need a sentence in English of about 8 words, 8 to 10 words. Any sentence can be present simple, past simple, yesterday, last week, what you're going to do tomorrow. Any sentence, please. Type it in the chat. There's no tricks here actually because I'm using your sentence. I haven't got it prepared. I haven't got a slick presentation prepared. I want to use your text. So looking for a sentence. Who have we got in the chat? Anna is there, Carolina, Eva. So can you give me short
Someone's
sentence?
typing. Someone's typing. I can see someone's typing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So probably, 8 words. It's a proper sentence to write. So it might take a while. So
Hmm.
let's wait.
Yeah. Okay. Angelina. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Shall we take this one? What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, it's fine. I think.
Let's take it now. I'm going to copy that. If I should be able to copy it across here. The power of the internet and the power of Microsoft Office. We can do it. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. If I've got a student with me in an online class or in the classroom even, um, then I would ask them to say the sentence at each stage. So they should say this now. And Ella, do you want to say that for us?
Yes. I have been working as a teacher for 15 years.
Hmm. Good. If you just allow me to change to
Yeah.
writing the number, which would be better as in written English. Okay, the first point is, can we make any contractions? Can we make anything shorter?
Yeah. So I think we can contract I and have. So I've been working as a teacher for 15 years.
It's unlikely that a native speaker would say, I
Mm-hmm.
have been, I
That's
have
right.
been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been working as a teacher for 15 years. Okay, that's contraction. Um, the next thing to look at is content words and function words. Content words are words that have that they have um, a clear dictionary meaning. For example, book or table, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs,
Mm-hmm.
numbers. So what are the content words in this sentence?
Mm, working, teacher, years, and I don't know about 15.
So it's the numbers are content words as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If we say, for example, if we say 15, you know the concept, you know what it means.
Okay. Yes,
But
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
if you just say as, hello,
Mm-hmm.
as,
Mm-hmm.
we're like, what? What do you go away?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so the point is in the content word we have the strong stress. Yeah, I've been working as a teacher for 15 years. For 15 years. Um, the function words here, we've got, auxiliary verbs, we've got the subject pronoun, we've got as a article, prepositions. These are function words. The point is that we stress the content words in a sentence. I say we, I'm talking about English speakers, English native speakers, English, not British, but that's a different lesson. But English native speakers. Um, so we stress the stressed syllables in the content words and we reduce the the weak syllables. Yeah, these function words. So we
Mhm.
identify content and function words. For example, I would say not I have been, I have been. No, it's not been like fasola. It's not a content word been, but probably have been,
Mhm.
have been.
I've
I've
been.
been working. I've been working. Been. So already we've got been. gosh, but not been as a content,
Mm-hmm.
but working as a as a as a. Do you know about the schwa sound in English? Many of our syllables have a schwa sound. Here we've got one here, uzza. We've got two schwa sounds.
People say yes. One person says, I used to know.
Oh no! Well, good for you if you used to know it. We've
But
got a
quite a
lot
few
of
people
schwa
have.
sounds. We've
Yes.
got. Let's highlight them. We've got schwa sound here. We've got uzza, uzza. Not as a, but uzza, uzza.
Yeah, so what I remember about schwa sound that it's really difficult to pronounce it in isolation.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
That yeah, you just need to
uh.
do it in a word because it's really, really reduced.
It's like if somebody, I hope that that doesn't happen to you, but somebody just very lightly punch you in the stomach and you just go,
Uh,
ugh,
uh.
ugh.
Okay. Yeah.
I
And
don't,
that's a
I
good
don't,
metaphor. Yeah.
I'm not condoning that,
All right.
but as a, it's a, as a, as a f. So instead
Mm-hmm.
of four, we're not saying four. Four is a number in English.
Mm-hmm.
We're saying f.
Uh,
And we're not saying R with the Polish
teacher.
R.
Mm-hmm.
It's teacher.
You say teacher. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been working as a teacher for 15 years.
Someone says schwa, mid, high, mid, central. Ah, this is about articulation, is what I remember from classes.
Hmm. Well, we can say in a typical sentence there are many schwa sounds. Here there are four schwa sounds. Even if you count I could be a schwa sound.
Mm-hmm.
Have been, have been.
I've been, I've been.
Yeah, been,
Mm-hmm.
been, have been.
I've
Might
been.
even
Mm-hmm.
lose the v. The problem is if you say, I have been working as a teacher for 15 years,
Yes.
you're not giving the listener what they want. They need to hear the stressed vowel sounds. What are the stressed vowel sounds? Um, in this sentence is in working.
Mm-hmm.
We don't stress a suffix, so ing is not stressed. We know that. Teacher is long e.
Mm-hmm.
We don't stress er. It's a schwa sound. In written
Mm-hmm.
English, it's schwa. For 15, fi, eh, 15,
15.
it's suffix as well. Ear,
Yeah.
ears.
Mm-hmm.
So this is called the sound spine. It's the most important, it's like golden melody line of the sentence. The golden melody, we're listening for this. It's a beautiful thing. It's an e, ear. Can you
Mm-hmm.
say that, Ella?
Um,
Sound spine.
okay. Oh God. Uh, uh, e, 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 e.
Okay, but this is the English I, very short
E.
I, not
Okay.
Polish I.
E.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. E, e, e.
Dobrze.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So this is what we need to hear. This is what I need to hear to understand you because I'm not listening to the whole sentence. I'm listening for the stressed vowel sounds. Really, that's all I need to hear because the rest of it, it's so imprinted in my brain, the language. I don't need to hear, I have, no, been working as a teacher for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been, I, ear. So if you get one of these wrong or more than one, then it makes miscommunication. Some people say, some of my students might say, I've been working, working.
Mm-hmm. Very common mistake. Very common pronunciation mistake. Yeah.
But I understand you've been working. You are spacerować.
Mm-hmm.
You're working. I've been working today.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you go? Uh,
Miscommunication. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Polish language doesn't have the long vowel sounds like e or diphthongs like ear. Sorry, but you don't have it. You've got what, five or six
Yeah.
vowel sounds?
Hmm.
Five, six, seven. I don't know exactly. But so you might hear, I've been working as a teacher, teacher,
Teacher.
teacher. The
Teacher.
Polish
Hmm.
e.
Teacher. Hmm.
It's hard work for the listener. It's hard for me to understand you, right? Because you haven't got the sound spine correct. If you've got this correct, you can do what you want with the other syllables,
Ah,
really.
you'll forgive me. Okay, the others can be forgiven.
But
These ones.
okay,
Hmm.
yes, Ella. But if you're saying I've been working,
Hmm.
then you stress it, then you are making the sound spine wrong
Hmm.
because you're adding something. So
Right.
you can't add a stressed syllable. Yeah, have been, have been, have been.
Hmm. I've been.
Do you believe me?
Yes,
Do you believe me?
absolutely. Yeah. You know.
Super. Okay, so it's running quickly, but let's keep going.
Hmm.
Um, Content words, function words, contraction suffixes. Now, we stress the stressed vowel sounds. The sequence is called the sound spine, and we
Hmm.
reduce the weak syllables, and that helps us to hear the sound spine. If you don't reduce it, as a, then it's too many stressed syllables. It's just awful to hear.
Hmm.
Awful. In the
All right.
Polish, awful. Awful. So we have to next merge. Stress reduce, merge. That's what I want to talk about today. So we're going to go to the next page here.
Hmm.
Connected speech. So this is desirable. If you can work on this, life will get better, I think, for you. Life will be easier. You'll get more money. No, you won't get more money.
No.
But your life will improve slightly. I'm not guaranteeing it, so don't. So, disclaimer: it might not improve. Sorry.
That's
Anyway,
right.
what we're doing now, we are breaking it up into syllables. Breaking it up into syllables. Teacher.
4, 15 years. Hmm.
We break it up into syllables. So, can you remember which syllables are stressed? Which syllables have the golden sounds that we needed? Can you
Were,
remember?
were
Were,
in working.
not like, mhm,
T in
T,
teacher.
long E sound.
Hmm. And fifth in 15.
Yeah. Anything
And
else?
years. And years.
And yes. Okay. So the problem is in English pronunciation, how we speak is quite different from how we write it. We write English and it's wonderful. I have been working as a teacher, yeah, as a teacher. But we don't say it like that. And how we speak, it depends on finding the sound spine, finding the stressed, stressed vowel sounds in that sequence. So to do that, we stress, reduce, merge. The problem is our words do not play nicely together. They break together, like crash together. And we have to do certain things to change them, the connections. And we do. We do it all the time. I'm doing it now even. Yes, I'm doing it now. So the next thing to do is look for the sound connections. There are only four possible sound connections: VC, CV, PV, and Easy. Can you think
Wow.
what it means? VC connection.
I know because I've already talked with you about the presentation, but the first time we talked about it, I had no idea. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
brilliant.
Think for sound connection. So has anybody got it? I,
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
just
there are
going.
quite a few
Wow, well
people. Yeah.
done. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Eva's, Joanna, Helena,
Eva, Joanna, Helena, Barbara. Brilliant.
Beata, Barbara.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so yeah, VC connection is vowel to consonant. And the wonderful news for you is that is a perfect sound connection that we want. The bad news is that the other sound connections are not perfect and we have to change them. So CV consonant to vowel, VV vowel to vowel, CC consonant to consonant. And we do change them, and that's how we speak English. And you can hear that when you listen to English speakers. You can hear it, slow it down if you want on YouTube, slow it to half speed if you don't believe me, maybe, if you're skeptical. Okay, so let's look at the sound connections. We've got the, I've, and b. What is the sound connection here? I'll
Mm,
type it in the chat if you can.
so this is consonant to consonant.
So it's not a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Next one.
Been working consonant to consonant again.
And this one.
Again. CC.
But this is the
Where,
sound, not the
where, okay.
spelling.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Vowel to
Mhm.
consonant. Yes, yes.
It's a good one.
Working. Yes. King as vowel to consonant. And this is a good one.
No, king,
King
king.
again. Oh God, it's again. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Maybe.
Yes. Mm-hmm. As a,
Okay.
as a,
The.
as so that's consonant to vowel.
hmm Yeah.
As a teacher, then it's vowel to consonant.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Teacher, vowel to consonant. Ch, ch, vowel to consonant.
So this is a good section of the sentence.
Nice section, yes.
hmm
For again, vowel consonant. Uh, Consonant to consonant.
hmm
I'm getting better maths with every time each
Yeah,
time I do
yeah.
it.
Historical.
Tin so this is vowel vowel
No.
vowel consonant.
And is
The
and is
consonant
consonant.
consonant vowel.
But yeah, yeah
Ear
is
ear.
consonant sound.
Okay, then it's consonant
Mhm.
consonant.
Okay, so we know that VC connections are the best.
Yep.
They're easy to pronounce. Just try and
Working.
say this
Mm-hmm.
part yourself.
Working. Mm-hmm. Working. Working.
A teacher for fifth, a
A teacher for 15. Mm-hmm. A teacher for
teacher for
15.
15. No,
Mm-hmm.
so this is quite good, really.
Working. Mm-hmm. Teacher for
Now, let's
15. Mm-hmm.
see, what about here? You've got I've been,
I've been. Mm-hmm.
I've been.
Mm-hmm. I've
For
been.
Polish speaker, it's quite easy to pronounce two consonants together like that,
Mm-hmm.
consonant sounds.
Yeah.
I've been. But for native speakers of English, it's not easy, and we don't like it actually, and we will not do it. We won't do it. Um, we'll probably delete this altogether. Yeah, I've been,
I've
I've
been.
been.
I've been. Okay.
Yeah, I've been working.
I've been.
What have you
All
been
right.
doing? Oh, I've been working as a, I've been.
I've been. Mm-hmm.
It's not
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
important, but if you make the mistake with sound,
Mm-hmm.
then that is important. Anyway, we can move it forward. I've been, I've been.
Mm-hmm. I've been.
we
We've
could
been
move forward.
okay.
I would put. Yeah, this is a quick demo, really.
Mhm.
The next one then is CC and is binware.
Mhm.
Is it easy to say that?
Been were
Binware,
pretty
binware,
easy
been
to
working.
me.
It's easy because
Seems
some
easy to me.
consonant
Mhm.
sounds are called friendly. Friendly consonant sounds. Very friendly to the next consonant. M, N, ung, and L. Four
Mhm.
friendly consonant sounds in English. They're very nice. They play together nicely with the next consonant sound. So it's like a VC connection. It's good. It's not a problem. It's friendly.
Mhm. All right.
Next is VC. Um, King is working as.
Mhm.
We know this is friendly consonant sound as
Mhm.
well. It's not really difficult to say next to us. The
Workingness. Well, that's
king is
working. It's not so easy for me. Working. It's not as easy
working
as the
as
previous one. Working. Working as. Mhm.
working. Okay, okay, but again, this is where
Mhm.
many people will change to sound,
Mhm.
which is easier to say. Yeah, working as.
Mhm. Working. Mhm.
In that case, we can move it forward and working as nuz.
Mhm. Nuzzer. Mhm.
If we've got CV connection, consonant to vowel, we always move forward the consonant
Mhm.
to meet the vowel. So working as
The.
z,
As
z,
a.
z,
Mhm.
working as we get a VC connection from it.
Mhm.
This is what we want to have all of our language like ba 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 ba, easy to pronounce, and this is how we do it. Of course, we don't study this; we learn it from our parents or carers. We learn to
Mhm.
speak from listening, even before we're born. So, working as a teacher for as the teacher. Can you hear this now? Very nice and easy to say that.
Mhm.
Working as a
As a.
teacher.
As a teacher. Yeah.
Working as a teacher for working as a teacher for. We're stressing T. Working as a teacher for 15 years. For fi-
Mhm.
15. Sorry, lost track.
15.
Fi-
15.
15. Move forward. Often we're just
Mhm.
moving forward the syllables,
15.
the
15.
sounds
Mhm.
at the end
15.
of syllable.
God. Mhm.
For 15,
15.
for
Mhm.
15 years.
Yes.
It's a friendly. It's a friendly. You can see from the I know this is going to be new for a lot of
Mhm.
people, but we can practice this with any sentence, even just 2 or 3 words. It's going to be the same result every time. VC vowel to consonant, it's okay. Don't change it. CV is move forward the last sound,
Mhm.
or the and sound. VV, we're adding something. We haven't got one example, but we're adding w, y, or r.
Mhm.
Example, a new, a
Mm.
new,
New um angle. A new angle.
a new angle.
Mhm.
A new angle. That's a new angle. Thank you. I couldn't think of anything. New angle.
A
A new
new angle.
angle.
A new angle. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
new
yeah.
angle, isn't it?
A new angle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. We'd insert oh. Yeah, that's a new angle. Mm-hmm.
Listen to YouTube, slow it down, and you'll hear this, or listen to Spotify. Some podcasts, others are available,
Mm-hmm.
probably. Slow it down and listen. You'll hear this is absolutely right. If it's CC connection, we have to either move forward. Sometimes we can delete if it's T, for example, at the end of a
Mm-hmm.
syllable, and we can change the sound. Um, yeah, not rocket science. It's not rocket science.
Well, but looks complicated, I must say.
Mm, I've been working as a teacher for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
For fifth, but even this difference, are like for for 15, not for
Fi
15.
15. 15.
I
Mm-hmm.
can recognize you or someone as not native
Native
speaker
speaker. Mm-hmm.
just by you saying
Fif uh-huh.
15.
Yeah, because we tend to, yeah, I tend to break it into syllables, 15, rather than say 15, 15, 15,
It,
15.
yeah, but break it up with the VC connection
Yeah.
instead, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be much better. But if you say, not you, but somebody saying
Yeah, me too.
15, 15,
Mm-hmm.
tiny difference, but it shows that
15. Tiny, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
you're not native.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is something good if for people that I teach this from every level, from even pre-beginner, even with the short sentence like my name is Matt. My name is Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Not name is,
Is.
but name
Name
is.
is.
And why
Mm-hmm.
not? We don't say it like it's written. We don't say it like that. And sorry, but we don't. And we
Mm-hmm.
need to have the stress syllables, the sound spine. This is how we communicate. And if that's messed up, you are going to miscommunicate. So, and
Mm-hmm.
somebody will say to you, sorry, what did you say? Can you repeat it, please?
All right.
I,
Yeah.
or they
Name is.
slowly
Mhm.
back away from you. And
And we don't want that. No, we don't. Quite the opposite, actually. Yes.
my name is Smart.
My name is Matt. Hmm.
My name is Smart. Not my name is Matt. We can't finish the words. We don't finish our words.
It's a terrible habit. The Polish ears, really.
Okay, but anyway, if you want to find out more about that, you can check out some links here.
Hmm.
I've written a lot of stuff about it. And there you are, really. I mean, it's. I'm not going to say it is difficult. There's a few things to learn, and it's not essential. It's desirable, and
Hmm.
most people won't bother. Really won't bother to learn it. But you
Hmm.
could. It's not applied physics or maths, is it? Come
Hmm.
on.
All right. Okay. So, Matt, so let's see if there are any questions
Mhm.
from the audience. That's from the previous session again. Okay,
Oh,
all right.
thanks.
Uh,
Mhm.
okay. So, do you have any
Thanks, Beata.
questions? So enter them in the chat. If not, I have a few.
Mm.
Yes. So, okay. So let's start with the waiting for other people to write the questions. I will. I'll ask mine, if that's all right.
Okay, sure.
So Matt, do you think a non-native speaker can learn this and be able to teach it to their students?
Yeah, I do. I think they do, and some of my students have learned it. It's it's something, it's a niche, really, but it's something that is possible to learn it. And
Mm-hmm.
um, Valentina asking, I teach this from time to time. I have many, many individual lessons every week, or not that many. You know, but I teach it from time to time. I don't teach it every week. Um, if somebody really wanted to learn it, which I had one guy recently who was very, very keen on it, then we did a lot more of it. But the things that I correct them on during the lesson, say at the end of the lesson with lots of corrections, are these exact things. That it's too much stress. It's the wrong vowel sound on the stressed syllable. These are the pronunciation errors. Then I can't understand you. You're saying the wrong word because the vowel sound is wrong. This is
Mm-hmm.
this is fundamental.
Yep.
Yeah, Barbara says this is hard. This is
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a
No, hard is like something from the Big Bang Theory when you've got this big whiteboard full of all different equations. That's hard. Come on, this is not that hard. Yes, I do because I know some of my students use it. I also people visit my website and they
Yeah,
send me
but
messages.
what Barbara probably means, she means non-native speaker teachers who
Teachers.
use this kind of, I think, I guess, Barbara, correct me if
Mhm.
I'm wrong, non-native speaker teachers who use this method and use this way of teaching pronunciation to their students.
Yeah, I often hear from people. This is on my website. It's quite a well-known website, and I often hear from people. Thanks for the materials and thanks for sharing. And this is useful. Um, most people focus on things like grammar, reading in the classroom, and things like that, which you could do at home. And really, pronunciation is key because without the sound spine, you are just making mistake after mistake, and the listener is getting tired trying to put it together. Um, yeah, so I'm talking about standard English, standard
Hmm.
pronunciation. I'm not responsible for all the accents of the UK or even just England. And the point is, if those people who have strong accents um, start speaking in English, they proving my point because they are deviating from the sound spine and they're putting the wrong vowel sounds on the stressed syllables. So then the listener has to do the work and has to compensate. And it's hard. Yeah, sometimes I can't understand somebody from the British Isles, let's say,
Hmm.
but I have to try, and it's hard it's tiring for the listener. Um,
Yeah, that's a very good question. Thank you, Angelina.
yes, thank you. Um, I would say to you, think about how much what you're doing in the classroom or online class, how much reading the students are doing. If they're reading out loud and they're making many
Oh, sorry,
errors,
sorry, Matt, you're referring to the question on the screen or the one in the chat?
yes, on the screen, yeah,
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, uh, the point is, it is fundamental to get the sound spine right. This is what I said at the start. It's not. It is essential. It's not desirable. It's essential. If that's wrong, if they're reading out loud something and it's absolutely every other syllable is wrong, has the wrong vowel sound. It's not about consonant sounds. Consonant sounds are just almost like not important in English. It's about the vowel sounds. We're listening for the melody of the sentence. These
Mm-hmm.
are the vowel sounds, and if they're wrong, if you're saying speaker instead of speaker,
Mm-hmm.
then it's confusing for the listener. I would say it's worth learning about. Um,
All
the
right.
point
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
if their colleagues are not learning it, then at least they will improve, and their colleagues won't.
Yeah, and
So.
I think there's one more thing here, which you've already mentioned, that in case when your listener um has some kind of a strain or is a bit tense because they need to uh, invest too much attention into understanding what you're saying
Hmm.
to them,
Hmm.
they will talk to you if they have to, but they will not if they don't. And I think this is quite important when it comes to building relationships, networking, in this business world, uh, which is
Hmm.
quite
Hmm.
important. So, what I'd say to a student who does not feel that pronunciation is really important, I say, okay, so you'll be able to communicate,
Hmm.
but it might be hard for you to build relationships
Mm.
if you do not uh, make your listener, the person you're communicating with, feel comfortable enough to relax a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I was watching a video with one of my students the other day as part of the lesson,
Mm-hmm.
and the speaker was non-native, and we both noticed how well they were speaking, how clear it was, and this was down to the sound spine,
Mm-hmm.
but there were errors in the grammar. So he was making grammatical errors, but it wasn't so distracting as somebody who's every other syllable got the dang, dong, dong, got the wrong vowel sound, because
Mm-hmm.
this is it's really hard to follow. What about American English? I don't teach American English. I'm not an American speaker. It's totally different language. It's a it's a version of English, and it's not the English language.
Mm-hmm.
So English is English, right? But I don't teach American, but yeah, they have a different stress pattern, and they have um, different sounds and maybe lighter stress. But I'm teaching about, if you want to say British English, okay, but English is English. English is the language of the English, right?
Mm.
So
Right.
that's controversial.
Right. But Matt, referring to what you said on the previous question, so would you say that in some situations, because we Polish teachers or yeah, Polish teachers of English as a foreign language, we tend to focus on these grammatical mistakes more than pronunciation errors. And if I got right what you said previously, sometimes it's less of a crime, if I may say so, to
Hmm.
get your tense wrong than get your
Hmm.
sentence spine wrong.
Yeah,
When it
exactly.
comes to interaction, when it comes to interacting with other speakers.
I mean, this is the other point is, if you're looking at your lesson plan and it involves a lot of reading, gap fill exercises, grammar exercises, then ask yourself whether they can do that at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not really a lesson plan. They
Mm-hmm.
should be, yeah, speaking and listening in the class. That's really a good use of time, and learning pronunciation. But if we just focus on grammar, then yes, there is one clear answer for each one. So it's easier, and we've got the answer book, we've got the electronic whiteboard. But maybe focus more on conversation between the students, help them with their English, make notes as you're watching them or listening to them, make some notes, and then you can point out, actually, you could involve more schwa sounds in your sentence, would make it more natural,
Right.
easier to follow. It's
Mm,
also about that, just not simply doing grammar work in the class.
yeah. Yeah, and we Polish teachers of English as a foreign language, we tend to um, you know maybe not all of us, but I think many, we avoid more or less subconsciously teaching pronunciation because we ourselves don't feel confident enough that we're doing it well enough to teach it to our students. But I think what our conversation boils down to is that it is important. We should do it. And the reflection I've had is that if we try to do it, if we try to improve our pronunciation ourselves, well, our English will get better. The way we pronounce will get better. But at the same time, we'll be able to teach this to our students and take them on the journey with us. By practicing ourselves, we will be able to create some space and give some tools to our teachers to practice their pronunciation.
Yeah, and I think it's a really good point that you made before about the grammar side. We can lose a little bit of grammar if our pronunciation is better. If our pronunciation is good, the person listening to you hasn't got any stress. We're not
Hmm.
stressed. It's like hearing some awful, it's like hearing the piano played with the wrong notes every few seconds.
Hmm.
Then that's just really difficult to listen to. It starts with vocabulary. If you're learning 20 vocabulary words, then you've got to teach them what is the stressed syllable? What is the
Right.
stressed vowel sound? What sound does it make? Where's the schwa sound in that? If it's apple, then we've got then we're singing first, and then we've got a schwa sound in the pull. Yeah, in the pull. So it starts with vocab, and that can start at beginner level, pre-beginner. We have to just try to integrate it.
Yeah. Oh, there are some nice comments. um, yeah,
Hmm.
someone's sharing. So Helena is sharing her pronunciation story or miscommunication which happened. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like you're saying. It is about
floating
Polish.
sheets,
Polish
floating
speaker
sheets.
has a
Hmm.
different set of has a different larynx to an English speaker.
Yeah,
You've got different tools,
yeah, and
but you can still try.
yep, absolutely. There's always space for improvement, and thank you very much, Matt, for drawing our attention to it. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's this technique which you just presented. It may seem a bit tricky or complex, but with some additional reading and some additional practice, which we can do ourselves, I think this is something which might be worthwhile to try and carry on and try to implement in your classrooms. Matt, thank you very much. I know you're in a
Okay,
hurry because it's your daughter's
thank you.
birthday today.
Yeah, all day.
All day of celebration. All right. So thank you very much that you've been here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Matt.
All right, thanks a lot. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye
everybody.
bye. Bye.
Bye.
I tym samym, moi drodzy, dobrnęliśmy dzisiaj do końca naszej konferencji. To już wszystkie sesje, które przygotowaliśmy dla nas. Ja się bardzo cieszę, że tak licznie w nich uczestniczyliście i że liczba uczestników od samego rana aż do tej chwili właściwie się nie zmieniła. To znaczy, że byliście z nami, że interesowało Was to, co nasi trenerzy mieli wam do przekazania. Oczywiście poprosimy Was o wypełnienie ankiety i już teraz bardzo Was proszę o to, żebyście zrobili to z pełnym zaangażowaniem, ponieważ my bardzo uważnie wsłuchujemy się w te głosy, Wasze uwagi, po to, aby przyszłoroczna konferencja jak najbardziej odpowiadała temu, czego od nas oczekujecie, czego potrzebujecie i co chcielibyście zobaczyć. Pozostaje mi jeszcze tylko przypomnieć, ja bardzo dziękuję za te wszystkie miłe słowa. Chciałam przypomnieć o nagrodach. Mamy 3 nagrody od naszych trenerów, od Joe, Nikoli i Emilii. Losowanie nagród w Mikołajki. Ustaliłyśmy już tutaj, bo tego jeszcze wcześniej nie mówiłam, że to losowanie odbędzie się w samo południe w Mikołajki. Będzie z niego relacja na naszym Facebooku. I jak tylko, ale oczywiście zwycięzców, jeżeli nie będą mogli być z nami na żywo, poinformujemy oczywiście o tym, że zostali zwycięzcami jeszcze tego samego dnia. Także zachęcam też Was do odwiedzania stron naszych trenerów. Większość z nich ma naprawdę tam bardzo ciekawe rzeczy. Wszystko, co znajdziecie u Mata na przykład jest całkowicie za darmo. Bardzo dużo tam jest różnych materiałów, linków, także korzystajcie. Podobnie jest u Joe i u Nikoli. Emilia też ma stronę swoją. Także korzystajcie, sprawdzajcie, bo myślę, że tam jeszcze możecie znaleźć bardzo dużo inspiracji. Przekażemy oczywiście nagrania. Nagrania otrzymacie w ciągu najbliższych kilku dni, bo nasz dobry duch Kasia tutaj to obrobi, potnie, tak żebyście z łatwością mogli odszukać sesję, którą będziecie chcieli jeszcze raz zobaczyć albo przejrzeć. Także w ciągu kilku dni otrzymacie linki. Linki będą do tych prezentacji aktywne przez 30 dni. Karty pracy od Hani również tam podepniemy dla tych, którzy jej nie pobrali. I jeżeli jeszcze pojawią się jakiekolwiek pytania, sugestie, to oczywiście możecie mailowo się z nami kontaktować. Dziękujemy Wam bardzo, bardzo serdecznie, że po raz kolejny, po raz 9 byliśmy z nami. Za rok jubileusz, 10-lecie, więc myślę, że już chyba bardzo szybko musimy zacząć myśleć, czym w przyszłym roku Was zaskoczymy i w jaki sposób będziemy celebrować to 10-lecie. Dziękuję Wam bardzo, bardzo serdecznie. Do zobaczenia za rok.